How's it going, guys? There's this one movie out right now, and it's called The Voices, and it stars Ryan Reynolds, Anna Kendrick, and a bunch of other people, and it's directed by Marjane Satarapi Ratatouille something. The film is about a man named Jerry who is played by Ryan Reynolds, and he works at a bathtub factory, and yeah, it's pretty great, right? He also lives at home with his cat and dog, and his cat's name is Mr. Whiskers, and his dog's name is Roscoe. But what's strange about this cat and dog is that they kind of talk to him. And yeah, they talk to him. They actually legitimately talk to him, and the guy's crazy. Not only that, but the guy ends up murdering people, and he keeps their severed heads in his refrigerator, and they begin to talk to him too. So pretty much everything just starts talking to this guy, and you know, he's just taking it like it's just an everyday normal thing. He does see a psychiatrist who kind of helps him through it and tells him that he needs to take his pills in order for the voices to stop talking to him, but of course he refuses to take the pills so he can be less lonely, and so his cat, dog, and severed heads of his victims can continue talking to him. And yeah, that's The Voices. So yeah, the film obviously has a very, you know, American Psycho and Alfred Hitchcock Psycho type vibe to it, and yeah, it kind of works. I had a pretty good time while watching this movie, and I do gotta say though, this is definitely more of a comedy than a horror film, because there's not really a lot of horror elements to it besides the fact that he goes around murdering people. But yeah, it's more of a black comedy, if anything. But what's really neat about the film is that Ryan Reynolds also does the voice for his, you know, the animals that talk to him, like the cat and the dog, and there's also a part where he runs over a deer, and, you know, he also voices the deer. So pretty much every inanimate object that talks to him besides the severed heads in his refrigerator, he voices, and yeah, that's pretty neat. Also, remember when I said that his dog's name was Roscoe? It's not. It's Bosco. B-O-S-C-O. I just looked that up, and luckily I did, or else I would have been having people commenting down below and correcting me that it's not Roscoe, it's Bosco. Well, guess what? I'm correcting myself right now in my own review. Bosco, not Roscoe, Bosco. Also, another very interesting fact about the film is that the director, Marjane Ratatouille something, is actually the chick from Persepolis, and I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it's actually a very well-known book and also a very well-known film that is based on a true story about this girl, and that's her, and I thought that was very interesting. You might not, because you probably have never even heard of this, but I don't know, I thought it was interesting. I just thought I'd share it to you, I'm sorry. But yeah, I thought that was pretty surprising, and the movie's good. Yeah, the movie is pretty good. It is definitely a very, very, very quirky film. Like, I know I compared it to American Psycho and Alfred Hitchcock Psycho, but this movie is definitely more of a comedy take to both of those films, definitely. However, while watching this movie, there was something that I didn't quite like about it, and I couldn't really tell what that thing I didn't like about it was, but there's just something that I just didn't like about it. I don't know. I think I liked the first half of this movie a lot more than the second half of this movie, because it kind of went towards a direction that I didn't really like, or I guess didn't expect. And I wasn't really a big fan of the ending either. And I wasn't a huge fan of the ending either. And when I say the ending, I mean, like, you know, kind of like the third act of the movie, like the ending, not the actual ending, because I'm not gonna lie, kind of a spoiler alert, but not really. There is a musical number during the credits of this film, and it's the best part of the movie, and it's great, and it just comes out of nowhere, and I loved it, and it's probably honestly my favorite part of the movie. But yeah, other than that musical number at the very, very end, I wasn't a huge fan of like the last 30 minutes of this movie. I don't know why, I like the first half a lot more. And I know it seems like I'm hating on the movie, but I'm not. I enjoyed the movie, but you know, that's what I do. It's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to talk to you about what I liked and what I didn't like. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It's definitely a lot of fun, very funny, and probably the best part about this movie is Ryan Reynolds' performance, because he pulls off like a great psychopath. Like, it kind of scares me. He does a very good job portraying that type of character, and you know, it's just very believable how, you know, messed up this guy is in the head, and he does a good job at that. So good job, Ryan Reynolds. You're a pretty damn good actor. I also love the whole cat and dog talking to him thing, because that's just, it was ridiculous, and it was kind of funny, to be honest. And that was honestly the main reason why I wanted to watch this movie, was because of the fact that it was literally about a man whose dog and cat talked to him, and it starred Ryan Reynolds, and I'm like, this is sent from the gods. I have to watch this movie. And although my expectation And although my expectations were a little high and it wasn't as good as I expected, I still definitely had a lot of fun with this movie. It is a lot more quirkier than I thought it was going to be, so that's definitely a good thing. But yeah, guys, definitely don't take this movie seriously, and if it sounds like a fun movie to you, definitely check it out, but if it just sounds really stupid to you, then don't check it out because you're probably not going to like this movie at all. But yeah, guys, overall, The Voices is a very strange yet fun film, and you should definitely give it a watch, and I'm going to go ahead and give this film a 3.5 out of 5. It's definitely one of the most interesting movies I've seen this year, and Ryan Reynolds, again, gives a really great performance in this one, so yeah, definitely check it out if you're a fan of him, and if you're a fan of this kind of weird shit. Alright guys, that is it for this review. I'm Jacob Palacio. Do not forget to leave a comment down below on what movie I should review next, and I will see you guys later.